guys, and welcome to another kit review. So today we're going to have a look at a kit in 1/44 scale by Revell, and it is their German submarine type 23. Okay, so this is a level 4 modeling skills. Fairly straightforward and simple kit, I think, because it only has 23 parts. It does measure 24 centimeters long, so it's a decent size kit for the shelf. Okay, so this kit came out in 2016, and it is a rebox with new decals of a ICM model, which was the Type 23, came out in 2005, if I recall rightly. Okay, so nice box art. Shows the submarine in the ocean. Bit of a swell running. Okay, so these were quite small coastal submarines designed for shallow water, such as the North Sea coast or the Mediterranean. Okay, so they weren't huge. I believe they only carried 2 torpedoes, but they could go places where the larger submarines, like Type 21s, couldn't go. Okay, so let's have a look at the rest of the box. So on the side, you've just got keep packaging for later questions. Ignore the price. That's the average price in Australia at the moment, $36. I paid half that. This is what you get when you go shopping on the internet, auction sites, bargains. Okay, so just to repeat, the kit number is 05140, copyrighted here 2016. Okay, so that's that side. On the other side, basically the same. On the back we have, okay, so just gives you what it is. It's a model construction German Type 23. Couple of photos of the actual model. These are all your different languages, so you've got 6 languages on the back. Alright, English, German, Spanish, etc. Same thing, detailed model kits for model builders, and your basic color callouts. So there are 8 color callouts for this particular model. Alright, so that's the box. Let's have a look inside. So as I said, I got this off the internet. Instructions in color and 1 bag of sprues. As I said, this is a fairly straightforward, simple kit. So we'll put that over there. We'll put those over there, and in a second we will have a look at the instructions. Okay, so let's have a look at the instructions. First off, you get a safety advice sheet, usual, in German, English, and several other languages. Indeed, Spanish, Italian, they're all in here. Just cautions you about the glues, and don't eat, drink, smoke while you're doing this kind of thing. So we all know those kind of warnings. Let's have a look at the instructions though. Okay, so they're in color all the way through. Nice color shot of the actual submarine model itself constructed. So this will give you a reasonable idea of what it's going to look out when it's completed. Just please note there's a closed safety advice. Okay, so it is repeated a couple of times to read all the safety advice. Alright, so let's have a look. Okay, so again, this is just, and I like this, so this is good for beginners. Just shows you how to go about painting things on the sprues, using tape, how to cut things off. Really nice explanation for. This is a great kit for a beginner, someone who wants to get into something simple to construct, and a weekend kit for those of us who have done the more complex PE kits and things like this. Brilliant little kit, just throw together over the weekend. Well, you know what I mean. And then paint it up and have something looking nice on the shelf. And again, multiple languages about don't do this, do that, what to glue, etc. Recommends, so shows you what's not included, recommends how to do the decals, etc. So that's really good, like I said, really good for a beginner. All right, and then, so literally, these are all the colors. Again, so as a repeat from the box, and they are in, what have we got? 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. No, there's not 16 different languages, but there are a lot of different languages on here. And it's repeated English, and then German, and English, then Spanish, and etc. etc. That's quite unusual. Anyway, I'm rambling. Enough of the paints, hey? Okay. There's your sprue layout. Like I said, very simple, very straightforward kit to build. Oh, definitely a weekend kit. Alright, so, naturally enough, we start off. This is your conning tower inside. 2 halves of the submarine. There's your rudder. Okay, pretty straightforward. Base. Okay, so base is one part, I think. So you can mount it on the base. Mounting on the base will probably make it easier to paint. Alright. Your vanes for the back. Propeller. Forward steering vane. Same on the other side. Periscopes. Alright. Antenna. Other periscopes. So you get a couple of different periscopes because they had periscopes for just general viewing, and they had periscopes for targeting, etc. And that's it, basically. So there you got 8 steps. She's complete. And then you come on to colors. Alright, so you've got 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this one here with the yellow stripes. Okay, keel, December 44. This one with the dark grey hull. North Sea in May 45. And the other one is captured by the Royal Navy Scotland, June 1945. Okay, that's U2363. Okay, so 3 submarines, all the same colouring. Okay, pretty straightforward. These boats, Type 23s, were used for training, and as I said, in shallow water like the Med or the North Sea, or I think even they were planned for the Black Sea as well. Okay, so that's the instructions. Fairly straightforward. Easy kit to build. And once it's painted up, should come up with a nice bit of weathering. Should come up really well. Alright, so let's have a look at the decals. Fairly straightforward. Pretty basic. Alright, so you've got a conning tower markings for U2363 and the yellow stripes and 2 little battle flags, naturally enough, without the swastikas, and that's it. Fairly simple, straightforward decals. Alright, I'll give you a shot of that in a second. Okay, so let's have a look at the sprue. There she is, the one and only sprue. Okay, 2 hull halves. There's your base. That's the inside of your conning tower. Your periscopes, etc. Steering vanes and propeller. So let's have a look up close. And I'll give you stills of this anyway. So the detail is really good. Okay, you've got your drain holes on the side of the conning tower, also on the side of the boat itself. Okay, so you could pick those out quite easily with black wash or something similar. Really nice detail. Does have some very fine details on the nose. So both hull sides are basically the same. Drain holes, hatch details, especially on the back and the front, and you've got torpedo hatch right there. So like I said, these boats only carried 2 torpedoes, so once the torpedoes were loaded, that was it. Steering vanes. So for a 144 scale kit, the detail quite fine. The most challenging part of the whole sprue layout will be removing the, as you can see right at the top there, your periscopes, etc. They're quite fine, but once they're out, beautiful. And like I said, this will be definitely a weekend kit. Alright, so weekend kit. Alright, so put that out the way. That brings us to the end of this review. So, really nice, simple kit. Great for a beginner. Great for a weekend when you feel like you need a break from putting on all that PE and doing all that detailing, etc., etc. I know I've got some very complex models. This is going to be one of those, I feel like I'm building something but not too hard kind of kits. Really good for that. Anyway, I hope you got something from this one. And until next time, thanks for watching. Take it easy, and I'll see you later.